Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, cats and kittens, welcome back to the podcast. Thank you. I actually got an email. Somebody is that upset about this that they actually sent me an email and said you got to stop with the sound effects. I like the sound effects. I don't get paid to do this. I'm gonna applaud my own effort, but I appreciate the critique. We had a wonderful time with Marston Connell last night. I mean, that guy is he is a force in nature. He just doesn't realize it yet. I don't think you quite understand what's going on with him, man. But he is like next level blockchain developer, and he's my go-to for everything, man. If I have any question or concern, man, I go to Marston. Hey, what's going on with this? And he gives me some feedback. And again, congratulations to our winner. You're up even more today. Isn't that neat? So if you did the right thing with your tokens, you're up even more because I think it was about 70 cents last night when we gave it away. So again, another round of applause right here. That's right, round of applause for our winner. Our next giveaway will be at $1.28. It'll hit it, and it's gonna be the same thing. It'll be 12,500 tokens, but they'll be valued at $16,000. So as long as it keeps going up, man, we're gonna keep giving it away. I'm not trying to buy views. I don't need this, but we do like to support our community, and that's how we do it. And best way I can support the community, I think, is by just giving away a bunch of money. So we've been doing that, and it's been great. I deduct it, by the way. It's advertising costs. Uh, yeah. So anyway, today is my favorite kind of video. This is what I really, really like to do. People forget about fundamentals because this is crypto. And because it's crypto, it's the lottery and fundamentals don't apply. And then I'm here to say different. The fundamentals apply. In fact, the fundamentals are everything. And you need to be conscious of them. And that means looking at the entire picture of something that you're going to buy and understanding why you're going to buy it, where you see the value, and what are you going to do with that value? Are you here to farm? Are you here to extract? Are you here to shore up lungs? What are you doing with it? So, interestingly, Astrovault is the perfect place to do this. Oh, you know what? Show note. Thank you for the comments on the video yesterday. That was awesome. I got almost 4,000, a little over 4,000 views on a video on Twitter. I never get that many, and that I understand. That's sad. All right, that's miserable. But I average 3 to 500. So apparently, yeah, if you comment, it makes the views go up. So I'd appreciate it if you could comment again. Anyway, let's roll over here to Astrovault. That's not Astrovault. We're gonna roll over here to Astrovault. There's something kind of neat going on over here, and I'm a little surprised more people haven't noticed this and haven't really picked up on this, but there's a lot of interconnectivity that goes on over here on this DEX. A lot of very, very particular pairings that are going to shore up other tokens. That's really what's happening over here. I mean, I don't know how to indicate that any better than the price of the AXV token, which is, let's see, and I get to show off their DEX a little bit. Let me see, where's AXV right there, right now? Man, that's a lot of volume. Okay. Anyway, yeah, point dot 186. That's the current price of the token. I think it launched at like 8 cents. So, it's a good solid 2x for effectively anybody who purchased this during outbid. They're all killing it, and there's a reason. There's a reason that all this stuff happens. I mean, one, I've never met a team that paid this much attention to their token. I think that's important. You've got to have skin in the game. They have skin in the game, and they are actively managing their token. You can't let it get away from you. As soon as you let it get away from you, that's it. They're not doing that. They're staying on top of it, and it's working out. But the pairings, that's kind of where it comes down on this really, really hard. They have some very, very smart pairings for this token. The farms are neat. I've showed you guys the farms, but the pairings up here are getting are they have some very, very smart pairings, and it's starting to work out. So all of their featured pools up here are directly AXV, all of them, and as they should be. It's their decks, but because they're paired up heavy with Noble, that's good. Because they're paired up with Arch, and Arch is finally starting to do some of the right things, that's a good thing. Because they're paired up with Atom, it's practically another stable. That's a good thing because they're paired up here with Jackal, and Jackal is just booming. In fact, Jackal is carrying almost everything over here. All of these are good things. All right. This is what you need to look at. Now, if you want a small ball, get to the fundamentals, then this is kind of where you need to start. Not this, not with the farms. I'm not talking about farming. I'm talking about scalping. If you're going to be doing that, then you need to look at the entire the big picture. Now, one of the ones that I did this morning, and I'm a little embarrassed by it, but I did it anyway. One of the ones I did this morning was I'm starting to scalp off Andromeda for Alter. I don't believe in Alter long term. I don't think they're going to. I don't think they're going to do what people seem to think that they're going to do, and it's no fault of the protocol. It has nothing to do with the protocol. It has everything to do with the fact that their marketing sucks. And the people that are really, really heading up this project seem to be getting distracted by other projects. That's not a good thing. All right. You got to build it, see it through, and make it successful. If it didn't work out the way you thought it should, then you fix it. You don't just say, well, good enough and move on. But I'm not really looking at it for that. I'm looking at it for a flip. That's it. I'm looking for it for some short term. Now, where is that all that price action coming from over the last 7 days? That's kind of the kicker. Where is that price action coming from? Because the volume is meager. I mean, this is just nothing. The entire market cap of the token is less than $1 million. So you're talking about very, very, very small ball on this, and their fully diluted valuation is 882,000. Meaning I could buy basically everything right this very second. I'm not going to, but I could. So where is this price action coming from? Well, the price action is coming from the Alter pairings over here. Let me find it. This is where the price action is coming from. It's coming from the Alter XArch. It's coming from, where else do they have Alter paired up with? I think there's an Alter AXV. I'm not really. Yeah, I think it's on there. I'll ask Eric. He'll tell me if it is. But the way an AMM works is that as it's going to have to balance the pool. So as one token goes up in value, it is going to dilute itself into the other token so that it can maintain a parity. Now they both it rises, rises all boats. But that's where impermanent loss starts to really become a factor in that. So what I'm looking at on this, and I could effectively do the same thing on anything over here. Anything over here, I could effectively do the same thing that I'm going to do with the Alter. But Alter has one other thing going for it that I kind of like, and that is a teeny tiny market cap, which means great big percentage moves based on buys. It can move big, and it can move big in very, very short order. That's all I'm looking for. That's the stuff that plays up on Twitter. All of a sudden, Alter is going to come out of their cave and start saying, "Hey, no, we're a good token. Look, we're up 38%." And then suddenly people start looking at it and they go, "Oh my goodness, look, it's up 38%. I want to get on top of this." It's how FOMOs occur, and they occur very, very fast on these small market cap tokens. So I just want to explore if there's any there. So for me to do it now, I'm using Andromeda. That's what I'm doing. I was in Andromeda at 50 cents. I'm up very, very well on it, so I can afford to take a flyer on it. But one of the other neat things that happens over here is the whole way that this DEX is designed is that this DEX is designed it earns as people trade. Doesn't really earn on the pools, it earns as people utilize the pools. So AXV is more or less a use case token, and it's a byproduct of all the pools. But the more you use it, the more trades that happen on here, the more fees that are generated on here. They have a very, very good model. The more organic value that AXV is gonna acquire. That works well for me. That works well because I'm in a bunch of pools that are paired up with AXV. So the more AX value capture that AXV gets, the more it will literally shore up all of my other investments. I mean, this thing right over here is it's a very, very clever model, man. You guys, I'm not sponsored, man. I don't work for them or anything like that. I just like to show where value can be acquired, and this is one of the places that value can be acquired. So we're gonna go ahead and just swap down some more of the Andromeda. I know it's running really, really hot. It's running really, really hot because there's a huge pool of it over on Shade. and Shade has been running hot right now. So as Shade runs hot, goes, carries up, Andromeda goes up, gets some of that organic growth, AMM to work, and there you go. So we're going to swap off a little bit more of this and we're going to put it into Alter simply because I think I'll get a better percentage gain out of the Alter if the stars line up. Not saying it's gonna. All right, Alter is a nut. This is certainly not financial advice, but it's conceivable, and that's kind of all I'm looking for. So we'll bomb off. How much is that? 200. I don't want to go that much. We'll go 175. How about that? That is comes out to $278. I get $272 out the other side, and I earn gravitate, which will turn into which will just turn into money. So we're gonna go ahead and make that trade. I don't want the Andromeda to go much below 3,500. That's just my cutoff. I get a really decent percentage out of that. Not huge. But it enables me to play small ball with other people's money, and that's what I'm looking to do. And we'll move back over here. So this morning, and this will be an interesting look for everybody. This morning, I made $586 worth of Andromeda. Got turned into 580-ish dollars worth of Alter, but that is almost 10% of the total volume on this token yesterday. So I'm kind of curious to see if it's going to give it a little spike. And I'm really curious to see if the Alter people pop out of their hole and say, hey, look at us, man. We're starting to take off. So this is small ball on Astrovault. I am loving if I could get a 10% out of this. It's not a lot of money, man. $58. I get it. It's not a lot of money. But that is $58 that I can put into something else that costs me nothing. A little bit of risk, but I consider it manageable risk. I can explain where those gains are going to come from. Not people buying, but just the overall rising tide of the market. And I would be fine with that. That's it. This is how I did small ball a long time ago before I got some capital. And but the fundamentals are still the same. So again, these are my favorite kind of videos to make. I hope you got some takeaways and understood a little bit of the context that I'm trying to put out on this. It is certainly not financial advice, man. I'm not a investor. I'm an entertainer. All right, that's all I do. So anyway, hope you got some takeaways from that. Comment, like, dislike, whatever you're going to do, go ahead and have a go at me. I think it'll be fun. I like these little experiments. And again, I think it adds really good head tilt towards fundamentals, which people are starting to forget about. Anyway, that's it. Questions or comments? Scott at thepodcast.com right there. I answer any and all emails. I don't get a lot of them. They're mostly hate mail. And that's it, guys. Until next time, please stay safe. Please be smart with your money. Cheers.